You know, the most important thing you can do if you have a family member who is suffering from alcohol use disorder, and that is open communication. Don't let it fester. Don't ignore it. Don't hope that if you don't do anything, it's going to get better on its own, because it's not. It's a progressive disease. It will steadily get worse and worse over time, and the problems in your life as a family member and in the life of the alcoholic are going to exponentially get worse and worse and worse, with bigger issues, health issues, financial issues, legal issues, and mental health issues. So as a family member, you need to communicate. You don't have to do a full-blown intervention, but maybe get the key people in that person's life, sit them down when they have a sober moment and go, look, this is bothering us, and this is why, and these particular activities that you do on a regular basis need to stop. And we have a plan of action for you to alter the course of what you're doing. These type of things need to be put in place, and let's continue the conversation. And I like to call these mini interventions, because that's essentially what they are, because you're not sitting there as a family member and nagging on the person. You're not nitpicking. No, you want to make sure the person has a sober moment, that they have a clear moment, as clear as they can, if that's possible. If it's not possible, well, that's another issue. But if you can have a clear moment and sit there and voice your opinions and have a serious conversation like I'm talking to you right now, and say, you know what, you've been drunk for like 2 weeks. Okay, we've had to clean up your mess. You're not able to go to school. You're not able to go to your job. It's affecting everybody around you. Or you think you're high functioning, but it's just a matter of time before you get a DUI, before people find out that you have a problem. I mean, you've gone to work last week 3 times with a serious hangover, and obviously it's affecting your productivity. Be specific. I'm using these as examples. Be specific on what that person is doing, how it's affecting them, and then the second part is how it's affecting you as a family member or other people in your life. And then be very specific on how it's affecting you personally or the other people in your life who live with that person or who are in a close proximity. You know, last week I had to do X amount of things because you couldn't do it. I had to pick up the kids because you couldn't do it. I had to go to the grocery store. I had to make dinner. I had to do activities that you normally do because you were drunk in bed or you were getting over a hangover. I had to clean up the mess. I had to clean up the vomit and the beer bottles and all the other issues. You're slacking, and you're slacking because you can't be productive when you're drinking on a regular basis. The next part of this is, what are the ultimatums? And they don't have to be huge ultimatums, but you have to get your point across. Ultimatums can run like this, and they got to be direct. You're tired as a family member of walking on eggshells and having to skirt around the issue. And you're tired of it because, in fact, you're enabling that person by not bringing it and addressing the situation. So it can go like this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. And if you're not going to change your activities, if you're not going to go to Alcoholics Anonymous, Smart Recovery, or some kind of group therapy, or go to a detox rehab, or take some accountability for your actions, well then I can't stay in this situation anymore. I will check out emotionally at the very least, and eventually I will check out physically and part ways. This is where we're headed, so something has to happen today, right now. And again, there's 100 different kind of scenarios where you could have this type of question. The main point is you need to communicate how you're feeling and set up a plan of action for the alcoholic in your family. If this makes sense, if you need help, again, please click the link in my bio, the link tree, set up a breakthrough call. I have an entire program that helps families and alcoholics get through this horrible period in their life. And again, please like, share, and comment. We also have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism, which has become a very good support group. And again, thanks for listening.